The year was 1994, and Miami was buzzing with energy as fans gathered for a highly anticipated concert by the legendary Elton John. The sun had set, casting a warm glow over the outdoor venue, where thousands of voices mingled in excited chatter. People were dressed in colorful outfits, some wearing sparkly hats and waving homemade signs, all eager for the show to begin. The air was thick with the sweet scent of popcorn and the sound of laughter, creating a joyful atmosphere that only live music can inspire. As the lights dimmed and the first notes rang out, the crowd erupted into cheers. Elton took the stage with his signature flair, captivating everyone with his powerful voice and dazzling piano skills. Each song brought waves of emotion, from upbeat anthems that had everyone dancing to ballads that tugged at the heartstrings. The audience was completely engaged, singing along and swaying to the music, united in their admiration for one of music's greatest icons. In this vibrant setting, excitement hung in the air like magic. Fans leaned forward in their seats, eager to hear their favorite songs. Little did they know that a poignant moment was about to unfold, a moment filled with heartache, love, and an unforgettable tribute that would change the course of the evening. The atmosphere was electric, yet a deep sense of anticipation hinted that this concert would be remembered for far more than just the music. As the lights dimmed further, the first notes of "Benny and the Jets" filled the air, and the crowd erupted into wild applause. Elton appeared at the piano, his flamboyant style shining under the stage lights, instantly electrifying the audience. Dressed in one of his iconic outfits decorated with sequins, he looked every bit the superstar he was, exuding charisma with every gesture. His fingers danced over the keys, and soon everyone was singing along to the catchy chorus. The energy in the venue soared as he transitioned into "The Bitch Is Back," a song that had fans jumping out of their seats with joy. Clapping hands and swaying bodies became a wave of excitement that washed over the crowd. Each song flowed seamlessly into the next, creating a musical journey filled with laughter and celebration. The air pulsed with enthusiasm as fans exchanged smiles and high fives while belting out their favorite lyrics together. Elton mixed in heartfelt ballads like "Your Song" as well, which brought a moment of stillness amidst the lively atmosphere. The emotional depth of his voice resonated deeply, leaving many people lost in fond memories tied to his music. During these moments, heads turned towards each other as fans shared knowing glances, united by a common bond of love for Elton's songs. Little did everyone know that this jubilant concert would soon take a turn toward an unforgettable tribute that would resonate far beyond music itself, adding a profound layer to an already amazing night. As Elton continued to play, the energy of the concert filled every corner of the venue, but a curious sight caught his eye. In the front row, an empty wheelchair stood silently, adorned with a beautiful bouquet of yellow roses resting on the seat. The vibrant flowers contrasted starkly with the lively atmosphere around them. For a moment, the music faded into the background as Elton's gaze lingered on the chair, and he felt a wave of curiosity wash over him. He paused mid-song, letting the last notes of "Your Song" hang in the air, and addressed the audience with genuine concern. "Who's this seat for?" he asked, his voice cutting through the excitement. The crowd fell silent, intrigued by this unexpected moment. All eyes turned to the wheelchair, waiting for an answer. Then, a woman rose from her seat, her expression both sad and brave. She spoke softly but clearly, sharing her heart-wrenching story. "My sister. She waited 10 years for this show but passed away last week." A hush enveloped the crowd as her words resonated deeply, and a wave of empathy swept through the audience. Elton's heart sank for her loss. He nodded thoughtfully, understanding the weight of her grief. In that instant, the atmosphere shifted. The joyous celebration transformed into something more profound, as Elton prepared to honor the woman's sister in a way that only music could, a tribute that would forever mark this concert in the hearts of all present. As the woman's words echoed through the venue, a profound hush fell over the crowd. The lively energy that had filled the air moments before was replaced by a heavy silence, as if everyone collectively held their breath. Eyes shifted towards the empty wheelchair, and the bouquet of yellow roses seemed to radiate an unexpected weight of emotion. It was a moment that transcended the music, uniting the audience in shared compassion. People exchanged glances of disbelief and sorrow, realizing the depth of what had just been revealed. The joyous celebration of music had transformed into a solemn acknowledgement of loss. In those few seconds, hearts were touched, and emotions ran deep. Many in the audience felt a connection to their own experiences of love and loss, reflecting on loved ones who were no longer there to share moments like this. Elton, sensing the emotional shift, remained at the piano with a look of understanding. He nodded gently at the woman, acknowledging her pain while feeling the collective empathy from the audience. It was clear that this concert was becoming much more than just a performance. It was an opportunity for healing and remembrance. As people wiped away tears or held each other close, a sense of unity enveloped the crowd. The anticipation for what would happen next lingered in the air, as they waited for Elton to honor the woman's sister with a song that would resonate far beyond its notes, a tribute that would forever change this concert experience into something deeply meaningful. In the midst of the silence that had fallen over the audience, the woman rose from her seat, her hands trembling slightly as she stood before a sea of expectant faces. The spotlight caught the glimmer of tears in her eyes, but she held herself with a quiet strength, ready to share her story. Her heart was heavy, yet there was a determination in her expression as she faced Elton and the crowd. "I'm here for my sister," she began, her voice barely above a whisper but gradually gaining strength. She waited 10 years for this show. The weight of her words hung in the air, enveloping everyone in an intimate moment of connection and understanding. But she passed away just last week. She continued, letting the truth sink deep into the hearts of those listening. Gasps echoed softly through the crowd, followed by an almost palpable wave of sorrow. Eyes brimmed with tears as many reflected on their own loved ones who had passed on. In that moment, it felt as if time stood still. Laughter and joy had been replaced by a poignant acknowledgement of loss that resonated throughout the venue. The woman's bravery in sharing her pain created a bond among the audience members who could feel her grief as if it were their own. As she stood there, vulnerability radiating from her, numerous heads nodded in empathy. They understood not just her loss but also what it meant for music to be a source of healing, a force powerful enough to honor memories and bridge gaps left by absence. Elton watched intently, his heart touched by this heartfelt tribute to love and longing, knowing inspiration was about to strike him profoundly. As the woman's heartfelt words settled in, the emotional impact rippled through the audience like a wave. Faces once aglow with excitement now reflected deep sorrow and understanding, each person grappling with their own feelings of loss and connection. Eyes glistened with tears, and many held hands tightly or wrapped comforting arms around one another, seeking solace amid the shared grief. In that moment, it felt as if time had paused, allowing everyone to reflect on their own experiences of love and loss. People exchanged knowing glances, silently communicating their empathy for the woman who had bravely stood to honor her sister's memory. The air was thick with a sense of unity. Strangers became allies in sadness, bound together by the weight of the moment. The laughter and joy that had filled the concert hall just moments before now seemed distant. Instead, there was a palpable intimacy as the crowd collectively mourned not only for the woman's sister but also for those they had lost in their own lives. It was a reminder that music often serves as a backdrop to our most profound experiences, both joyful and painful. As Elton sat poised at his piano, absorbing the emotional gravity of what had just transpired, he could feel the audience's heartbeats synchronized with his own. Their anticipation for a tribute grew stronger, transforming from mere eagerness into a genuine desire to honor love and memory through song. In this shared vulnerability lay a potent healing power, a testament to how music can bridge gaps left by absence and foster connections that endure beyond time. As the silence enveloped the venue, Elton John sat at his piano, visibly moved by the emotional weight of the moment. His expression was one of deep understanding and compassion, reflecting a sincere connection to the woman's heart-wrenching story. He took a deep breath, absorbing the collective sorrow in the room while remembering the power of music to heal and comfort. Elton's fingers hovered over the keys for a moment, and he closed his eyes, as if gathering strength from within. The audience watched him intently, sensing that he was channeling their shared grief into something beautiful. With each note he began to play, it felt as though he was crafting a tribute not only for the woman's sister but for everyone in attendance who had ever experienced loss. When he started playing Candle in the Wind, a gentle hush fell over the crowd once more. The poignant lyrics resonated deeply with everyone present, reminding them of love lost and memories cherished. Elton sang with raw emotion, his voice carrying a heartfelt sincerity that touched every soul in the audience. It was clear that this performance was more than just a song, it was an act of compassion and remembrance. As he performed, many audience members wiped away tears, feeling both sadness and solace as the music wrapped around them like a warm embrace. Elton's ability to connect with their pain through his artistry transformed this moment into something sacred, a reminder that while life can bring sorrow, music has an extraordinary power to unite hearts and heal wounds. As Elton John began to play Candle in the Wind, the atmosphere shifted into an even deeper realm of emotion. The gentle notes from the piano floated through the air, creating a serene backdrop that perfectly matched the weight of the moment. Each chord resonated with profound significance, echoing the themes of love, loss, and remembrance that had just been shared by the woman in the audience. Elton's voice, rich and filled with raw emotion, intertwined beautifully with the melody. He sang with a heartfelt sincerity that seemed to touch every person present, including the woman who had bravely shared her story. As he reached certain lines, he glanced at her and saw tears glistening in her eyes, tears of sorrow but also gratitude for this moment of honor for her sister. The lyrics spoke not only of loss but of celebrating a life lived, emphasizing the memories that would forever remain. The audience listened in rapt attention, many wiping away tears as they connected their own experiences to the song. It became a collective tribute to all those they had lost, creating an unspoken bond among them. People held on to each other tightly, finding comfort in shared grief while Elton's voice wrapped around them like a warm embrace. When the final notes faded into silence, it felt as if time had stopped once again. There was no applause at first, just a profound stillness where everyone reflected on their own memories and emotions stirred by the music. In that moment, Candle in the Wind transcended its status as a mere song. It became a powerful testament to love and remembrance, leaving an indelible mark on everyone present. As Elton John poured his heart into Candle in the Wind, the audience reacted with a powerful mix of emotions. Many began singing softly along, their voices blending harmoniously as they connected the song's poignant lyrics to their own memories of love and loss. It was a collective experience that transformed the concert hall into a sanctuary of shared grief and reflection. Some fans stood with their hands clasped together or resting on their hearts, visibly moved by the heartfelt tribute. Others closed their eyes, allowing themselves to be fully immersed in the moment, each note drawing them deeper into their own thoughts and cherished memories. The atmosphere was thick with emotion, as people found solace in the music while remembering those they had lost, honoring them in their minds. Tears streamed down many faces, some from profound sadness, others from the comfort that comes from shared understanding. The woman who had shared her story felt embraced by this gentle outpouring of support. She could sense that she was not alone in her sorrow. Around her, strangers turned to one another, offering comforting nods or small gestures of solidarity, as they all faced their shared vulnerability. In this poignant moment, Elton's performance went beyond a mere song. It became a lifeline connecting hearts. The audience, united through collective mourning and remembrance, created an environment where healing felt possible, one where love bridged gaps left by absence. As Elton sang on, every note became a balm for wounded spirits, reinforcing how music has the remarkable ability to bring people together even in their darkest times. In the aftermath of Elton John's poignant performance, the atmosphere in the concert hall remained thick with emotion. As the final notes of Candle in the Wind faded into silence, a ripple of understanding washed over the audience. Many wiped away tears, feeling a deep sense of connection not only to the woman who had shared her story but to each other as well. This shared grief created an invisible thread binding them together, bridging the gap between strangers and fostering an environment of compassion and support. The woman who had stood to speak felt an overwhelming wave of gratitude as she surveyed those around her. She realized that her sister's memory had sparked something profound within this crowd. People leaned closer together, exchanging comforting glances and soft words of kindness. What began as a moment meant to honor one lost life had transformed into a collective acknowledgement of all their losses, turning individual sorrow into communal healing. Outside the venue, conversations began to blossom. Attendees connected over memories, reminiscing about loved ones they had lost. The experience turned into more than just a concert. It became an opportunity for countless hearts to open up and share their stories. As people filed out, there was a palpable sense of peace, a reminder that even in grief, there is strength in community. The night would linger on in their minds, not only for the music but for a significant moment that underscored how love transcends loss and the remarkable power of music to unite and heal even through the hardest times. This concert would forever hold a special place in their hearts as a testament to connection through shared experiences. The poignant moments during Elton John's concert in Miami served as a profound reflection on the themes of loss and love. The woman's heartfelt story about her sister struck a deep chord, emphasizing how memories of those who have passed can linger in our hearts. In sharing her grief with the audience, she transformed individual sorrow into a collective experience, inviting everyone to reflect on their own losses and the lasting imprints loved ones leave behind. Music has an extraordinary capacity to connect people, especially in difficult times. As Elton played "Candle in the Wind," it was evident that each note resonated not just as a melody but as a vessel for everyone's emotions. The song's themes of remembrance and celebration reminded listeners that while life is fragile, the love shared with those who have gone endures. Each lyric illuminated the struggles and triumphs of loving someone deeply, making them feel present even in their absence. This communion of remembrance through music created an atmosphere where fans could express their vulnerability without fear or shame. Strangers became confidants, bound together by shared emotional landscapes that transcended words. The concert evolved into more than an entertainment event. It became a healing journey for many, showcasing how love weaves through the fabric of life. In times of grief, music offers solace, a reminder that although we may face pain and loss, we are never alone. The concert became a testament to the enduring power of love, showing how music can unite hearts and provide hope amid sorrow, reinforcing the belief that together, we can navigate even the most challenging moments. The significance of that night in Miami extended far beyond the concert itself. It became a cherished memory for all who attended. Elton John's ability to pause the music and acknowledge the woman's heartbreaking story transformed a regular performance into a meaningful experience that resonated deeply with everyone present. The power of his music, combined with the raw emotion shared in that moment, created a lasting impact that many would carry in their hearts for years to come. For the woman who lost her sister, Elton's tribute was not just a song. It was a heartfelt acknowledgement of her loss and an invitation for others to remember their loved ones. As attendees left the venue, they carried with them not only the melodies of the concert but also a sense of collective healing and support. The evening had fostered connections among strangers, turning shared grief into a source of strength. In reflecting on that night, it is clear how music has the extraordinary ability to bridge gaps between people, creating a sanctuary where emotions can be openly expressed. Elton John, through his artistry and compassion, facilitated a space where love prevailed over sorrow, and hope emerged from loss. This concert will forever remain a testament to the enduring power of music to unite hearts, provide solace in times of need, and honor the memories of those who have touched our lives. The shared experience became a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we are never truly alone.